Good afternoon. My name is Steve Poftak. I am the General Manager of the MBTA. We're here today to discuss the derailment that occurred on Tuesday. I want to acknowledge the disruption and inconvenience that this has caused our Red Line passengers. This is unacceptable, and we apologize for the inconvenience during the commute this week. I want to assure everyone that the MBTA is working 24 hours a day to address this incident. We have a team of over 150 T employees and contractors hard at work trying to get service back together. I do want to acknowledge the service obviously is disrupted between JFK UMass and the Braintree line. We are now offering single seat service from Alewife all the way to Ashmont, but users do have to still switch to go on the Braintree line. Obviously, service has been slower because not only do we have reduced speeds, but we also have that transfer. We are making significant progress. We have repaired all damage to the third rail and the power systems. In addition, we've repaired a significant amount of track. We are working to rebuild switches. Our longer-term challenge, and you can see it visually behind me, is rebuilding the signal system. This is something that we are still working on. We are still assessing how much longer it will take to fix. It sustained significant damage because of the location. There were actually 3 signal bungalows that were affected. At least one of them was almost entirely wiped out. The others really have sustained significant damage. This is resulting in much slower train speeds than we typically run, and obviously a longer ride for our customers. We're asking people to allow an additional 15 to 20 minutes to travel and also take advantage of all additional services. We will continue to run this evening our South Shore Limited service, which is commuter rail starting at South Station, stopping at JFK UMass, Quincy Center, and Braintree. Customers with a Charlie card or a Charlie ticket can show that to the conductor, and that will be honored as their fare. I want to be clear. We are working as safely and quickly, and I want to emphasize working safely and emphasizing safety to repair the damage and resume regular service for our customers. We will spend the weekend running test trains over the affected area with a goal of restoring the one-seat ride all the way to Braintree. We will provide an update on our progress by late Sunday afternoon. In addition, I would like to recap where we are in terms of the investigation of the incident. Right now, we're able to rule out any signs of foul play or operator error. Our investigators continue to closely examine everything from the track infrastructure to the train itself in an effort to find a cause. Obviously, this is taking a significant amount of time. It took us a significant amount of time to get the train back on the track and then get moved to a place where we can actually do the analysis. I do want to address there's been some questions raised about the car itself. The car was put into service in 1969. It received a midlife career overhaul in the late 80s. The trucks, which are essentially the wheels and the apparatus that holds the wheels on the train, were installed in 2014. And these trains are all inspected every 8,500 miles, which is roughly on a monthly basis. The train was last inspected on May 3rd. I do want to note that we are in the midst of significant investments, and I think that's been a question on everyone's mind. We are in a period of significant investments into this system. We anticipate investing $8.3 billion over the next 5 years into the entire MBTA. Specifically on the red and orange line, it's $2 billion we plan on investing in the red and orange line, which will result in new cars, tracks, signals, power, and maintenance facilities. And very specifically, within that $2 billion is $113 million in signal upgrades to the red line. So we are in a period of, I would say, very dramatic activity and investment in the MBTA, and I want that to be clear to everyone. These are not plans that are on a drawing board. These are fully funded contracts that are in the process of being implemented. So in closing, I'd like to thank our customers for their patience. We know that there have been delays. We know that there's been crowding on the platforms. We know that it's incredibly frustrating. I'd also like to thank our employees for their professionalism and their resilience. This is obviously a very difficult situation, and within our employees, it's hardest on our frontline employees, and I want to be sure to thank them for what they've done. Lastly, I want to emphasize that the system is safe. We have a robust inspection and maintenance regime that meets demanding state and federal standards. An investigation is underway, and to the extent that we identify a root cause, we will address it immediately. I use the system myself on a daily basis, and I want to assure our passengers that the system is safe. Thank you.